I was having a conversation with my son, and it kind of broke my heart. He was telling me that how he has accepted that he'll probably be alone for the rest of his life. And I'm like, why are you saying that? You're only 28 years old. This is how I woke up this morning. I'm like, what is going on? Somebody put a bald-headed and ugly spell on me. I know that my spirit irritates your demons. I'm sorry. I'm so happy. And you want to see my now. I don't care if I do just got one eye. I'm still going to be laughing. All right. So God will take your spell off because I'm about to return it to sender. But no, seriously, y'all. I was trying to be cute the other day. I was trying to be cute and put some lashes on. And as soon as I put them on, they started irritating my eyes. So I took it off. And yeah, this is the result. So at first I thought it was a sty on my eye, but I don't usually get styes. So I am going to go to the emergency room because the thing about your eye is too close to your brain, all right? And I don't know if that spell also included driving me insane. So let me get dressed so I can go to the doctor. And yeah, I just wanted to show y'all this. Went from bald-headed to blind. Boy, I tell you, I'm not claiming it. God is good, all right? God is good. And yeah, we're going to get through this, y'all. We're going to get through it. Yeah, y'all can probably see it a little bit better in here. I was in the guest bathroom earlier, and it has those energy efficient lights. But anyway, yeah, so I Googled it, and Google said seek immediate medical attention, y'all. So I'm going to go on and do that. It doesn't hurt or anything, but when I woke up this morning, my eye was completely closed, and it's very irritated. And since, like I said, the eye is too close to the brain, so I'm going to go get that checked out. But yeah, I don't know who did put a bald-headed and ugly spell on me. And y'all, I haven't been to the doctor. I haven't seen the doctor in like 9 years. So I guess I'm due. You know, I hadn't been to the doctor in 9 years. I ended up having to get a hysterectomy, and that was 9 years ago. And I haven't been to a doctor. So I guess I'm due, y'all. But I know I'm probably about to have about $1,000 emergency bill because I decided to get out of my lane. That's why it's good just to stay in your lane, y'all. Just stay in your lane. And my lane is no lashes, okay? So I'm going around with some thin eyelashes, y'all. But hey, y'all. So I am heading to the emergency room. I'm having to drive myself, so with this one eye. So I don't think I'm going to be able to talk to y'all and drive. But I just want to say I've had a few subscribers. I'm sure it's my day ones, but I've had a few subscribers to suggest that I do an Amazon wish list for my birthday. And I promise y'all, let me put my seatbelt on. I promise y'all, I hadn't even thought about that at all. Like, I'm always busy thinking about everybody else, but I hardly ever think about myself. So I just thought it was so cool that they had suggested that I get an Amazon wish list going. So that's so cool. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it in the description of this video. I've never done an Amazon wish list before, so I have to figure it out. And honestly, I have no idea what I would want. Like, I really don't know what I would want. So once I get back and get situated, I'll go ahead and do that. Get an Amazon wish list going. And I appreciate y'all so much. I mean, I just appreciate y'all watching, you know. And I know a few people have been talking about doing like a meetup or something, and I would love to do a meetup. Now, I don't know about Philip, y'all. Philip don't really like people like that, but he's a salesperson when it comes to making money. But as far as meeting new people, hanging out with people, he don't really like to do that too much. But I'm thinking that we probably will eventually do a meetup. But my thing is, just being totally honest with you guys, it's like y'all get to see us, so y'all get an idea of how we are. But if we were to do a meetup, I don't really know who I'm inviting. Everybody don't even have a picture on their profile, so what I was thinking about doing, maybe starting a membership, but at the lowest tier, because I'm not trying to charge y'all to watch the videos or nothing, but just for those who would like to support the channel. And I think that way I can get an idea of, maybe going live with those few people. I don't care if it's just 2 or 3 people, but going live with the people who are, sponsoring the channel with a membership. And then that way we can get to know each other better. I do not particularly like driving the SUV. And there's a lot of like curves and turns leaving our neighborhood. So let me focus on this road, and I'll get back with y'all after. Okay, y'all. So anyway, I was thinking about starting doing the memberships, and then that way I can and don't get me wrong, if it's not in your budget to do the $2.99 or $3.99, I'm not sure what the smallest tier is because I haven't really looked into it. But if it's not in your budget to do that, I don't want you to feel any kind of way. Like, I'm not excluding anyone, but I'm saying if someone would like to support the channel, and we could possibly do a meetup for those who are members, then I think that might be a way to kind of get Philip, more on board. But even if you don't want to meet up and you still want to support the channel, then that would be a good way of doing it. But that's just something I'm thinking about. I haven't truly just decided that that's a way to go to do it. Or maybe I'll start an email list. I don't know. I don't have social media. So since I don't have like Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, I really don't have a way of getting to know you guys better. But I guess if we're planning in a public place, that's fine. As long as this person who didn't put this bald head and ugly spell on me, see, they might show up. And that's the problem right there. They may show up in disguise as a friend, you know what I'm saying? But, so I don't know. That is something I am looking into though, y'all. But I'm going to get back with y'all as soon as I get out. Yeah, I'm not going to take y'all in there with me because I don't want y'all catching nothing. I don't want y'all getting sick. So we're going to go to the urgent care, and I will get back with y'all as soon as I come out. All right. Okay, y'all. So I'm back, and they told me it was just allergies. I know good and darn well my eye ain't swollen up like this over allergies, unless I was allergic to the eyelashes or the eyelash glue. But yeah. So I'm glad I didn't go to the emergency room because I would have been looking real crazy. So they just made me a prescription for eye drops and some Zyrtec and some nasal spray. I'm not using that nasal spray. But anyway, yeah, so that's all that it was. But I did find out that my blood pressure was extremely high. Extremely high. But I think it's because I started back drinking coffee. I had stopped drinking coffee. I hadn't had coffee in about a month, and I had been feeling really good. And I started back drinking coffee a few days ago when we went camping. And I noticed that I've been having headaches and feeling a little irritable. And I think it's from the coffee. So I'm going to have to go ahead and probably put the coffee down and just completely leave it alone and drink more water and get more exercise. So I'm just going to have to go ahead and get on top of it right now. Currently, I'm not on any type of medication. Me or Philip are not on any type of medication. So, diabetes as well as high blood pressure runs in our family. So we got to get back active, get back moving, start eating better, and so we can stay on top of it. Because right now, everything works. Everything is still working. Okay, everything still works. And I know sometimes you get on that blood pressure medication and things don't work like they used to work. So yeah, we gonna make sure that we get that together. Anyway, let me focus on this road. I just wanted to come back and let y'all know that they said it was just allergies. So, good thing we got insurance. Hopefully the insurance covers the whole bill just for some darn Zyrtec. And you know what? I started to go by the store and just get like some Benadryl or something and see if that helped. But anyway, at least now I know. And I also know my blood pressure is a little high. So I will talk to y'all later. You know what, y'all? I was just thinking about something. He said that this is allergies. And I think that the reason why he said it was allergies is because, you know how you got to fill out those forms in the beginning to see what kind of conditions and stuff you have. And it asks you if you suffer with seasonal allergies. I think that's what it was. He did not even examine me. As soon as he came inside of the door, he said it was allergies. That's what he said. But look at my eye, y'all. Look at my eye. Look at it. It even looks like it's cracking a little bit. Let me find out the stuff from behind my ears and behind my head and spread to my eye. And this man trying to give me some allergy medication. It is spring though. I wonder if the doctors is getting an extra little bonus. Yeah, it's that time of the year. They must getting a little extra on the allergy medicine. I got to go pick up my eye drops. Oh, Philip is calling, wondering where I am. I'll get back to y'all in a minute.
Hey, I don't mean to bother you, but can you please put some of these eye drops in my Don't laugh at me.
Speaking of eyes, shoot, my eyes are just as bad as yours. I can't even see out of my glasses.
Well, I can still see. I just got an issue.
Get me some more glasses. Hold your head back further. There you go. Does it burn?
The medicine burns. Oh, Lord. Oh, thank you.
You be okay.
Well, hell, you act like you was about to have a damn heart attack earlier. I was going to have to take you to the emergency room. You just wanted to go to the doctor because I went to the doctor. No, that's all that was.
I couldn't see and I still can't see. That's why I'm having to use reading glasses.
You was talking about you felt weird. You didn't know what was going on. You was having some kind of issues. You just wanted to go to the doctor because I went to the doctor.
No, my head was hurting so bad that I didn't know what was going on. So I just had to work my way through it. Until I get my other glasses, I guess.
All right. What if the kids used to say back in the day about somebody being a copycat? Everything I do, Philip got to do. I kid y'all not. Everything I do, he got to do. So he thought he had to go to the emergency room earlier because I went to urgent care. So he had to think of a reason to go to urgent care too. But I forgot to show y'all. We got some new plant babies. Actually, were they peppers?
Yeah.
But yeah, Philip has started those other little seedlings.
You know what? Speaking of seedlings, let me show you them ones that outside. Check this out. So check this out, y'all. These are plants that I germinated from seeds I bought at Walmart. And look at that. They have little peppers on them now.
Those are the ones that we ate. Are those bell peppers?
No, these are like those sweet peppers. They're going to turn colors when they get bigger.
Oh.
But the cool thing about it is these are peppers that we got the seeds out of the plant. Out of the peppers we ate.
And you planted them.
Yeah, and these right here, same thing. These are those black cherries. Mm-hmm. Those are those cherry seeds.
Okay. All right. See them little bitty peppers on there? There's some new ones that's growing real good. And these just started from some peppers we brought from the store and ate. Philip started them as seedlings and they grow. These was what he had in the garage. Well, except for the strawberries. The strawberries did pretty good for that. When it snowed, they didn't even die. But those are the cherries. The cherries are starting out really slow. They're doing really slow. But yeah, the peppers are doing real good. And these are his collard greens. They're doing pretty good too. I think they're doing better now that he put them outside. But yeah, I was watching a TikTok compilation on YouTube, and it was saying that, I don't know how true it is. You know, they just be making up everything on there. But it was saying that if you take like a seed and you put it in your mouth and it gets your DNA. I don't know if y'all heard this before, but the seed will absorb your DNA, like whatever your body is lacking. It's going to absorb it into the plant. And when you eat it, the food, then it's supposed to heal you from whatever you're lacking. But that might not be true. But anyway, I did take those seeds and put them all in my mouth, the ones that he has growing now. I put them all in my mouth. So we're going to see if I'm going to have some healing. So yeah, those are my peppers. I told Philip, don't eat those peppers because they got my DNA on them. Okay, y'all, so I put some eye drops in my eye. And what's so crazy, it said it was going to be $109 for the eye drop prescription, right? So when we get over there, they said that they were out of stock. Because I'm like, well, what can I get that I can use over the counter that I can use? Because he's saying it's just allergies. So $109 for some allergy eye drops is a little crazy. Anyway, because they were out of stock, they end up giving me the generic version that was covered by my insurance. So it saved us $109. But anyway, I'm getting ready to fix something to eat. As y'all know, before I had made the Philly cheese steak type thing. Now that the chicken is done, I've already cut up my bell peppers, onions, garlic, and mushrooms. So I'm going to add that to the chicken. I'll go ahead and get the vegetables in there. And we had a lot left over. It's usually what we do. If we overcook food, Philip just vacuum packs it. We have a vacuum pack and we always keep these little things right here. And the cool thing I like about when you do freeze and vacuum pack your food, it thaws out super fast. It does not take long to thaw out at all. So what I'm gonna do, I had made stew the other day. It lasted for 2 days, so I was happy about that. So I know it's springtime, but hey, that's a meal that'll last for a couple days. I have beef stew meat. I added mushrooms, garlic, onion. I did a steamable vegetable pack, stew vegetables, and I also added California veggies, California blend with the broccoli and everything. So that's what we're having for dinner. But we're out now. Just ate the last of it for lunch. I'm gonna add some enchilada sauce to it and make kind of like an enchilada casserole lasagna type thing. Now I'm not sure what it's gonna taste like because it does have the bell peppers and the onions in it. So hopefully it doesn't throw it off too much. Usually I add green chilies and I forgot to buy green chilies. You know what? I probably need to go to the store and get some green chilies. Oh, I don't feel like getting back out. And I took that Zyrtec, so. But anyway, I'm gonna figure it out and that's what we're gonna make. Okay, so I'm just gonna add some enchilada sauce and I got some Kobe and Monterey Jack cheese and the chicken and some of these corn tortillas. I usually like to season it with taco seasoning or enchilada seasoning, but since the meat is already seasoned, I'm not gonna do that because I think it's gonna be too much. So we're just gonna go ahead and make it do what it do. So anyway, I'm gonna put this red enchilada sauce in here. Okay, y'all, so I just added the red enchilada sauce to the Philly chicken, cheese, chicken, whatever. I just added the enchilada sauce in there. So I'm hoping that the Italian season does not overpower it and that the red enchilada sauce is strong enough to absorb into the meat. Mmm. It's actually delicious. It tastes even better than when I just use regular chicken. So that's gonna be good. Okay, y'all. So I think it's gonna be okay. I just put a little bit of enchilada sauce in the bottom of the pan. So I'm just filling the pan, the bottom of the pan, with the corn tortillas, and then I'm gonna put the meat on there. Now this is what you call, you know, flipping the leftovers. So that's what I did. I done flipped the leftovers, y'all. I done flipped it and came up with something a little bit better. So I'm just gonna spread that meat on there like that. Okay, now you don't have to do 2 layers of meat. You could just do 1 layer of meat if you want. But like I said, this is my first time ever using the Philly cheese meat, chicken Philly cheese meat. But actually, it tastes pretty good. Usually, what I do is I cook the chicken and I season it, and I put the enchilada sauce in there, and I also add onions and green chilies. But since this already had bell peppers, onions, garlic, I just you know, went with that. I didn't put no chilies in there. But then I just put another layer on top. Make it kind of like a little casserole. You can call it enchilada casserole, enchilada lasagna, or whatever. And then I'm gonna add some more meat. Well, the rest of the meat. Oh, I had a little bit less than what I thought. Yeah. That's okay though. It's a little less than what I thought, but it's okay, because what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spread it out like that. We're gonna make it work. And then add a little bit more sauce so the bread won't be dry in between there. I'm gonna put some cheese on there. And you can use whatever kind of cheese you want. I like using the Fiesta cheese, but they didn't have Fiesta cheese, so I just used the Kobe and Monterey Jack cheese. I probably really need to get off this cheese. I'm not gonna lie, I really do. I know I do, and I know somebody in the comments is gonna say, you need to leave that cheese alone. And I do. I do. But you know, we all have our vices, right? We all have our vices. We just gotta do better. But that don't mean you have to give up all the pleasures in life. Allow yourself some pleasure in life, because that's what pleasure is there for you to enjoy. As long as you're not hurting nobody or hurting yourself, you know. Unless you're into that sort of thing. So I just take the rest of the sauce. Actually, yeah, take the rest of the sauce and just put it over the top. I've already preheated the oven. I got the oven on 350. It's already been preheated. So put the sauce all over there. Because you want the sauce to be, you know, you don't have to be stingy with the sauce, because the sauce is going to keep it from drying out. And the cheese over the top. Now this is just sharp cheddar because I ran out of the other, so I'm just gonna put a little sharp cheddar on top of, mix it in there with it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add a few black olives across the top. I'm just gonna put some foil across the top. And just let it cook on 350 until the cheese starts to melt. I probably cook it for maybe about 15, 20 minutes with the foil on, and then take the foil off for about 5 or 10 minutes. That's it.
Pretty good, babe.
Oh, it smells good.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, it turned out good. I was coming in here to show the peoples.
Oops, let me see what you got going. Just give me a little bit from now.
Oh, you gotta let me see what it tastes like.
Let me see. Hot, but I'm gonna try it.
That meat did good, didn't it?
You done pretty good, babe.
That meat did good for it to be
really
that that Philly cheese
you
meat.
can taste that, yeah.
That chicken Philly cheese meat. It turned out really good. Yeah. Alrighty. Let me finish editing.
I'll be going back for a second. Believe that.
All right. I'm glad you like it. Oh, y'all, I got such a good workout in today. Oh, it was so nice. Like, I hadn't worked out like that in a while. And Philip called and he was saying that they had cupcakes at work today. So I'm like, I am hoping that he does not bring any cupcakes home because, yeah. But I was talking to my son earlier, y'all. I was having a conversation with my son, and it kind of broke my heart. He was telling me that how he has accepted that he'll probably be alone for the rest of his life. And I'm like, why are you saying that? You're only 28 years old. Why would you think that you're going to be alone for the rest of your life? And he said, Mama, you don't understand. The women are not the way that they used to be when you grew up. And I'm like, I don't think that has anything to do with it. Now, I am a little disconnected. I will say that I kind of stay in my little bubble. I am a little disconnected because I'm not on social media like that. I'm not on TikTok or, Facebooks or the Instagrams. I'm not on any of that. So I feel like it keeps my mind from being tainted. There are some wonderful YouTubers that I consider my friends that I like to listen to. But sometimes I have to fall back a little bit because when they get on a discussion about men not being no good and how you can't find a good man and how they happy being alone and they don't want no man, don't need no man, it makes me feel away. I mean, I understand everybody is entitled to feel the way that they feel, but I am happy, okay? I am happy because I like a soft life. I was talking that noise about I do get lonely a little bit and I'm going to start getting out doing things on my own. But I enjoy being taken care of. I mean, I do. And I'm not saying that we live this lavish life or nothing like that because we don't, but I'd rather scale back on material things and just enjoy having peace of mind and the energy because we got to put the energy somewhere. Energy is going to have to go somewhere. And I would rather have that energy for my husband. He would rather I have it for him. Like he don't want me to go to work, But anyway, getting back to my son, I kind of got off track. But getting back to him, it breaks my heart because I don't understand the disconnect between black men and black women. Like, what has happened? I understand women want to be independent. I understand women are in a place now where they have their own. I understand that. I understand all of that. And I have a lot of respect for women who are independent and building their empires on their own without a man. I respect that. But, I was a single mother. I had my first child when I was 15. And by the time I was 24, I had 3 kids. So I've worked hard. So I feel like in these years, in my latter part of my life, I'm going to live a soft life. I'm going to live a soft life as long as I can. My son was saying that because he's not on Instagram or Facebook, I think he has maybe a Snapchat or whatever. But he was saying how when he wants to take a woman out, because I've taught him to be respectful of women. I taught him not to use women, if he take them out, he's going to pay for it and all of that. But he said that he meet women and the first thing they want to say is, well, what's your Instagram? Or give him their Instagram account. And so I was telling him, I was like, well, the times are changing. Maybe you should get on Instagram. And he was like, I want to have a conversation with somebody. I want to be able to talk to them on the phone. I want to be able to take them out. He said, I don't want anybody to judge me based upon Instagram followers. And it may be a little bit of my fault. I kind of blame myself a little bit because I did raise him to be a free thinking individual. He's not into all of the trendy type stuff or the hype or any of that. He's been living on his own for like 3-4 years. Before that, he moved here because when my oldest son passed away, I asked him to move here. But before that, he was living on his own. He was in college. And so now it's like, he said, the good guys, that's not what women want. And I'm just like, oh, it just breaks my heart, y'all. It breaks my heart because I know he is a good guy. And he's just looking for a good, wholesome woman. And he loves black women. I told him, I even suggested, I'm like, well, maybe you are to date outside your race. And those are the type of women that approach him. But he was like, I'm not interested. He's not attracted to women that are not black. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell him, y'all. If y'all got some wholesome nieces or daughters that's looking for a wholesome, hardworking young man, 28 years old, he pays his bills on time, he got good credit. This is my baby boy, y'all. Do we look alike?
What's up, everybody? Get off.
Oh, Philip. Hey, babe, what's up? What's up? Oh, it's 5 o'clock. I didn't even realize what time it is. You on your way home?
Yeah, headed to the crib. I'll tell you in a little bit.
Okay. Did you happen to grab any cupcakes to go?
Yeah, I got you a cupcake. Yeah.
And you know what? I knew you were going to do that. And I got a really good workout in today. And I'm like, watch him bring me something sweet.
But yeah, I grabbed some cupcakes and I brought you some.
All right. I'll see you in a little bit. All right.
All right, bye.
See y'all? See what I mean? That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. But I don't understand the disconnect. I don't understand the disconnect that has happened between men and women, especially black men and women. Like, it breaks my heart to think, because at first I was more or less kind of looking at it like it really wasn't, didn't have anything to do with me because I am married. But when my son told me that, I realized that it affects me as well. It affects us all as a community, and I don't know what's happening. I mean, I do understand that women are becoming more independent, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I understand that you got to get out there and you got to do what you got to do. But why is it that women are bashing men and men are bashing women, especially black men and women? I mean, I don't see other cultures doing that. I'm not saying that they don't, but it is just so sad to me. And it just breaks my heart, Because when he told me that, and he was like, well, Mama, you have to understand, women are not the way that they were when you grew up. And I'm like, well, I understand that. But also there's women my age that feel the same way as these women in their 20s and 30s. So it don't have nothing to do with age, So I don't know, man. I just hope that we can get it back together, because it seems like the media is pushing us that way for us to be divided, because they know that as long as a community is divided, they can never wake up and they can never really overcome the oppression that is up on us, because we are divided. We can't be divided, y'all. Not at this time. This is the most important time for the masculine and the feminine to start coming together. We have to be balanced. So anyway, I'm not going to get on here and start preaching, but it really just, it broke my heart. Let me get back to doing my wifely duties. So y'all, what y'all think? I think it's looking better. Yeah, I think it's looking good. The medicine actually worked. Imagine that. But from here on out, I'm staying in my lane, y'all. See y'all in the next vlog. Bye.